In this video, I'm going to go over two common word problems that involve rational numbers. The first one I'm going to go over is about submarines that are underwater, and the second one I'm going to go over is about yarn that needs to be cut into even pieces. So first, Damien's submarine was underwater 8 1/3 feet below the water surface. Since he's below the water surface, I would represent that as a negative rational number. Haley's submarine is 4.6 feet above Damien's submarine. Since she's above him, I'm going to add 4.6 onto the height to get closer to the surface of the water. What was the location of Haley's submarine? Expect your answer as a mixed number. Since it needs to be a mixed number, I need to convert my decimal into a mixed number. So this is the same as 4 6/10 because the 6 is in the tenths place. And if I simplify that, this is the same as 4 3/5. So this is really -8 1/3 plus 4 3/5. Let's get a common denominator going here. So let's see, I want to multiply by 5, multiply by 5, multiply by 3, multiply by 3. So I really have -8 5/15 plus 4 9/15. Now if I make a scoreboard, we have -8 5/15 and we have +4 9/15. Negatives would win because Haley's submarine is underwater after all. So I need to see by how much. So I need to convert these into improper fractions so that I can subtract them. So this is -125 over 15 plus 69 over 15. Negatives win by how much? So I'm going to do 125 minus 69 to find out by how much did they win. And I get 56. So my answer is -56 over 15. But I'm not going to write that as my answer because they asked me for a mixed number. I'm going to see how many times 15 can go into 56. Well, I know 15 times 3 is 45, and 15 times 4 is 60, so it can go in 3 times. So -3, and there'd be 11 left over 15. But I'm not going to write -3 11/15 as my answer because we're talking about feet, and we always try to represent distance as a positive number. What gives away that this was a negative in my problem is the phrase below the water surface. Next, Gio has 14 1/6 inches of yarn. He needs to cut pieces that are 2/5 inches long. So this problem, when you want to cut something up into even pieces, is a division problem. You want to take 14 1/6 and divide it into 2/5. So first I'm going to take this number and I'm going to turn it into a mixed number, from a mixed number to an improper fraction. So I'm going to do, okay, this is 84 plus 1. So this is, 85 over 6 divided by 2/5. All right, you keep your first fraction the same. You change your division to multiplication, and you take the reciprocal of your second fraction, and then you multiply. You get 425 over 12. And now I want to see how many complete pieces that is. So I'm going to divide. How many times does 12 go into 425? Let's see. 36, 3, 1, 6, 5. That would be 5. 65, 5 12. All right, so I'm not so concerned about what fraction is left over because it has how many complete pieces of yarn could Gio cut? He could only cut 35 complete pieces. He cannot cut an extra piece to make it 36 pieces. So we're going to ignore the fraction that's left over. All right, I hope this is helpful. Please see me if you have any questions.